What up, guys? This is your boy Ichiko here with another video, and we're about to talk about dealing with two people at once when you're playing Dissidia. And cause I noticed some people was like, Ichi, I don't like getting jumped. It's not cool. But people are still having fun on the game. But they're like, when it comes to the actual battle aspect, I'm getting jumped, and then this and that is happening. What the heck am I going to do? For one, before I even start some examples of me and some 2-on-1s, what I want to go out here and say is that the first thing you should be doing is staying closer to your allies. That should be the primary thing when it comes to some 2-on-1 action. But let's say we got some people who maybe they're not really good. This is a team-oriented game, right? Like Overwatch. You're supposed to use teamwork and work together. Sometimes that may not happen, okay? Or B, maybe you don't have a good, I'm gonna call them trap masters, because that's kind of what they are, like the Emperor or Y'shtola. I mean, in this game it's called something else, but if this was the previous Dissidia, you could probably label them as trap masters. Or I know for a fact Emperor is a trap master. They probably label Y'shtola something else. But let's say that you don't have the correct team format, because it's good to have a character like that, and maybe people are just here to have, it's still possible to win without certain correct team formats. So let's say you don't have it, right? Since you don't have her in pretty much a lot of scenarios in this game, especially with it being the beta and people aren't going to know about doing certain things, since you're probably not going to have her on your team, or you might have her on a team, but we're suggesting that maybe you don't, or at least if you do, she's not being played the absolute team oriented way. First things first, alright, if you're getting, the first thing that you should always be aware of is your total amount of surroundings when you're going up against a team in general. There'll be lines coming out of your character, and you also need to practice your dodgings, attack cancellations, and your special skills with your character. Like when Cloud's about to attack, he can actually cancel his attacks that can be charged. He can even cancel his HP attacks. But what I meant by the attack cancels was how well you dodge or insta block after you're done with a full attack. But the thing is, there's lines coming out of your character, blue lines, that shows the attention from one character to you. So if there's two lines, there's two people paying attention to you, which means you're probably going to get jumped. So you have to be fully aware in this game and know your quick moves and your slow moves and when to use them, for one. For two, you probably want to just consistently knock some of them back. This will be irritating for them because they won't be able to get you, and they're chasing you, and they're losing bravery constantly. The problem is, once they get one good hit, they can throw some combos in. But your goal isn't just to straight beat them for no reason. Your goal is to distract them, because at this point they're leaving their party member 2-on-1 as well, which means one of your partners can be going after the core, and one of your partners can also be fighting one of their partners, or both of your partners can be jumping their partner as well. So the other thing about this is the blue line will turn red according to which one of those enemies are attacking. So let's say in this video, right, what I'm going to do when I notice both of them are coming after me, I'm getting hit around and everything, but my ultimate goal is to not be defeated right here so easily. See, my partner came in, slashed him in for the victory. See, they were both distracted. That was easy pickings for Warrior of Light. Easy pickings for no reason. And since they were both distracted and they were both trying to attack me, notice it turns, the lines turn from blue to red when an opponent is attacking. No matter how far away they are, it turns from blue to red. and let's say my partner isn't here, you're gonna have to try and learn every character that you do and don't play's moves and animations in this game, and how good those animations are. Because tell you the truth, you can't successfully dodge a lot of these attacks and block a lot of these attacks that people do to you, even if it's a 2-on-1. Maybe more difficult, but especially if they're doing one attack after another, you can do it. The next example is another thing that can happen. So the first example was particularly me stalling to basically buy my teammates some time. This example, I'd say, well, it's a good example of how you actually playing against the 2-on-1 fight can bring you a full combat. So what I'll do is start off, okay, I'm breaking the crystal right here. I'm getting the crystal down, helping my teammates out. But two people are attacking me, Squall and Cloud. They both use HP attacks, which I should have dodged Squall's. Cloud has a slow startup on his HP attack, so I try to take advantage of it, but I am getting jumped here. Now, what I want to do is not completely combat them, but maybe get a few hits off or waste their time in general. Make sure I avoid HP attacks that will kill me, because then, I mean, I will bring my other teammates down if I don't. Now the thing is, with me running away, Squall became uninterested in jumping me, because there's other things for him to do, like attack the core or fight one of my allies. He can't just sit here and chase me all day, because they were literally getting nowhere chasing me, and Squall noticed that. So the only way for them to fight me where I would fully accept it is a 1-on-1, because there was no way they were gonna get me. There was no way they were gonna chase me down, and Squall recognized that. So the number one goal, if you're going to strategically run away, is waste your opponent's time. If you waste your opponent's time and your opponent notices how much time they're wasting just chasing you like that, then they're not gonna want to chase you. They don't want to, or either if they do, they're gonna get frustrated by it. And Squall noticed, so he just left. And that's the thing, Squall recognized he was fighting a losing battle. As soon as I got the correct distance, it was my fight, because I'm not just running away to run away. I'm running away to waste his time, and to also, when they mess up, I actually welcome the 2-on-1 fight right here, because I'm like, I'm not running from the fight itself. I'm wasting your time and making sure I live. Because my second thing is, I wanted to lure them into a different spot that wasn't near the corner of this map, so then I can have a more fair advantage. And if they don't want to 2-on-1 me over there and they run away from me, well, then they just wasted their 2-on-1 advance. So it's basically, what you want to do is put them somewhere where you have more advantage. Because I was actually going to go ahead and face both of them, but I didn't want to face both of them over there. But Squall also looked at that as wasting extra time, so he left. Now I'm going to play the video again, and Cloud's chasing me. And what I'm doing is, if he's chasing me, I use my opportunity to attack. Climb Hazard is good to get some long distance hits in. He used Braver on me. That's generally okay. The problem is, he didn't do anything about his move. You can dash into a HP attack with what I just did too, but I didn't do it. Limit Break was a good choice for me right now, just so I can get a lot of that bravery back. I was trying to combo from Climb Hazard to Braver, which I could have did a HP combo from that move I just hit him with as well, but he messed up right there. The thing is, I noticed he likes going up and using Braver. If Cloud misses Braver and he smacks the ground dude, especially he doesn't charge his Braver up, so his area of effect range isn't as big as usual. Well, it's not as big as he could have made it. He doesn't even, the dude I was fighting against doesn't even give it 2 seconds to charge. He kind of just hits it, which is fine. He's playing right. There's nothing wrong with how he's playing. The thing is that he used Braver too predictably. So when he used it that time, I'm like, oh, dude is at disadvantage now. He can't dodge cancel out of that yet. He can't block during this frame. And earlier, the reason I used limit break was so I can increase my bravery. So then after all those attacks, we would be back balanced. He just got done jumping me and taking bravery from me. Now it's time for me to get that bravery back and get him. And that completely won us the fight. So that just turned around the whole 2-on-1 scenario, just because of the things that you do by moving from one area to another, and also how you choose to handle your 1-on-1 fights. So I kind of wish that they actually fully fought me 2-on-1 throughout that part right there, because I could give you guys a better example of actually fully engaging 2-on-1, as in they're actually continuously chasing you, which you can choose to waste their time, or go into a place in your advantage, or both. Once you get into a place that has your advantage, you want to use quicker moves to get rid of one person, or you want to use moves where you're running away from them and they'll get close as they can possibly to you just to hit you. As soon as they do that, bam, you hit them and it knocks them away. And this is annoying. It's very annoying to be chasing a person and every time you're close enough to hit them, they hit you instead. That's irritating for a 2-on-1 to fight. That's irritating for a 1-on-1 to fight. That's like it's a beginner noobish tactic that's used in Dissidia, but I mean, hey, well, it's a noobish tactic when it comes to 1-on-1s, but hey, 2-on-1s, man, I'm not gonna lie, do whatever you can in terms of quick movements in order to take these folks down, because you already being fought 2-on-1. There ain't no mercy. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to share, comment, subscribe, and always ping that like button. Now I wish I had a better example of them chasing me and me fighting both of them at once, but I don't yet. But just do like I say, depending on which character you got, make sure you know your quicker moves, and you want to probably use your slower moves after you've knocked one away, and then hit the newer one with the slower moves. Dash cancel from your last hit, because the other one is probably going to attack you. If you see the red lines coming up, you dodge that attack, and then you counterattack with your own attack. They're vulnerable at that point. They're negative, so you can hit them with an HP attack, you get them with a bravery attack. The other thing is, I think I had an example of this, but I think early in the video, I could be wrong, but regardless if I'm right or wrong about me doing it, I know that that it seems to be factual in terms of, well, let me just explain it. I think in this video I backdashed against Cloud's cross slash attack, which even in the description, for one, in the description it says is good against people who backdash. For two, I've been playing since the first Dissidia, and cross slash does work really good against people who backdash in the previous Dissidias. If you make a mistake and backdash in the previous Dissidias, the only way to avoid it afterwards is you get lucky, or you backdash into a forward flip, because in the older Dissidias you had the ways of dodging were so much cooler in the older Dissidias. But anyway, in this new Dissidia game, even though it says cross slash is good against backdashers, for one, I played offline and the computer backdashed the crap out of my cross slash, and he was literally in it. He was literally in it. There was a wall, and he was literally in the cross slash, and it was cutting him, and it didn't do anything. For one, a computer did that to me. For two, I think this is the part where I may or may not be wrong. I think I backdashed it earlier in this video, and if so, I was backdashing it because I knew the properties of the move are not actually as they say in this game, and I was trying to take advantage of that. But I think I ended up still getting hit because during this time when I was playing the game, I was still not used to the controls. I'm used to playing the old Dissidia controls, and especially I'm also used to playing the Japanese version of the same game. And one thing I hate about the controls in this game is you can't change your X and circle buttons. Dissidia has been known to have X as the jump button and circle as the bravery attack, but in this game it's inverted. And the only way I found out that you can have the original Dissidia controls is if you're playing the Japanese version, which that's what I played first. And I thought the controls were going to be like that in English because there's so many games where English and Japanese had the same general controls based off their previous games. But in this one is one of those games where it's not the case. Because there's also so many games where it's not the case too, but it's just what I'm used to. Because even in the old English games, English versions of the games, you X the jump, circle the bravery attack. And even if you go in the options menu, you cannot change your circle button to bravery attack. Matter of fact, so far, maybe when the full games comes out you can, but so far in the beta, I don't think you could change anything for the circle that involves full battle. So it is always jump. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to share, comment, subscribe, and always finger that like button. And if you tell me what you would like to see on my future videos in terms of Dissidia. Maybe later on we get into some Dragon Ball fighters. Maybe. Peace, y'all.